Big Will, what's up? I figured if I put the reminder that I'm gonna stream that I'd get more people coming in and look at you waiting on me. 5 minutes early. Hey Nunya, what's going on, buddy? Trying to load up some stuff here. I think it's gonna be a big one. A promise from a few people. Chilling on a Friday. Feeling good on a Friday. It's not so much of a reminder, it was just like, hey, I'm gonna stream in an hour. And I put it up there. But glad to have you. What up, DC? What up, DC? I pin this post. Yep. All right. We got a lot of people here. You know what's up, DC? Same old. Nothing, nothing new. Since we're a little bit early, I'm gonna just gonna kill some time here. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Watching Beverly Hills Cop 3. Well, go watch it then. What are you doing here? Working on making a wooden comb, letting hand rest and regretting taking on this project. What are you gonna do with a wooden comb? Comb your hair?
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one.
Come together as one.
There are people dying. Oh, and it's time to
Come together as one for all the children in the world.
Gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children.
The children. I love
We
children.
are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives.
It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me.
Well, send them your heart so they know that someone cares and their lives will be stronger and free.
Oh, it's Michael. I love little Michael.
You just believe there's nowhere we can fall.
Cyndi Lauper's a shitbag.
When we stand together as one.
We are the world, chat. This isn't a parody. This is a remastered version. This is it. This is USA for Africa. We are the world.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day.
You're too smart, Nanya. That would have been great if I were to have like a mock version of this. That'd be great. Could do it again with like AI and get like all types of modern influencers. I think that'd be funny.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Come on now, let me hear you. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the children.
Oh, that's right. In Living Color did do a parody of this. It was great. I do remember that, yeah.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Yeah, yeah. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. Yeah, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones that make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me.
You and me, chat. Just you and me. We are the world. Yeah, the stream art, the placard. I need Jim in here if we're gonna get to wrestling trivia because I picked out 80s stuff, and that guy is 80 wrestling compendium of knowledge. What's going on, chat? Say hello. Gonna get into some stuff. I guess we'll start off with something a bit chill. Since Jim isn't here yet, what's he waiting for? I don't know. with this placard now, everything's kind of getting busy here. I want to show the placard. But I want to do stuff behind the placard, and I don't know how to do that yet. Still working on that. So what do you think of that placard? Pretty sweet, eh? All right. Working on stuff here. You were doing a stream, it would be the Windows Sound Reactive Wave Art from 2003. That was peak. I don't know what you're talking about, but I kind of do. Let's see. I got this ready yet? All right. Here we are. Where the hell is Jim? See if I can zoom in. Yikes. Oh, okay, that's how you zoom in. Yeah. All right. Here's a local educational show from the mid 80s in Detroit. Let me know about the audio, fellas. Audio's got to be good.
The following program was produced by WDIV, a post-Newsweek station, and is designed for viewing by children ages 8 to 12. All post-Newsweek children's program policies and special commercial policies apply to its presentation.
Do I remember when you could put a CD into the tower and the player would give you visual options?
Have you ever seen something that wasn't really there?
What tower are you talking about?
Who, right before your very eyes, made
Tower?
something appear out of nowhere.
Like,
And on
personal
our
computer?
second feature,
Have you ever heard the saying that the hand is quicker than the eye? What do you think that means? Could your hand move fast enough to fool your eye?
then
Do you really see what you think you see? Could there really be stairs like this anywhere in the world? What kind of picture is this? The answer is that this picture is an illusion.
next we have
When was the last time that you saw a really good moonrise? No, not a sunrise, but a moonrise. Well, the information for it is listed in the paper every day.
and on the last Kid Bits feature,
Here is a drawing for you to examine. Do you see two gray triangles in this picture, one on top of the other?
Kid Bits will return after these messages.
Darn it, Nanya. Darn it.
We now return to Kid Bits.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know how
Welcome
you're
to
going to
Kid
get your
Bits.
ass
Have
handed
you
to
ever
you
seen
by
something
a
that
kids'
wasn't
educational
really
show
there?
from the 80s, but
Have you ever
let's
watched a
go.
magician who, right before your very eyes, made something appear
You getting into
out
the
of
drinky
nowhere?
tonight there, Nanya?
Do you know what you're really seeing when you watch a movie or television? The answer to all these questions is an illusion. When you watch a magician, a movie, or television, you're watching an illusion. The word illusion means a mistaken perception of reality, or simply, you're not seeing what you think you're seeing. Well, the next question is, what are you really seeing? You can answer this question for yourself if you have a couple of file cards, a sturdy rubber band, a pencil, and a small pad of paper. That's all you'll need to make your own illusions a moving picture. When you go to see a magician, you know there really isn't any such thing as magic. The illusions the magician is performing are really very carefully
Where's
constructed
Jim?
tricks designed to make you think you're seeing
Jim, get in here so we can do
exactly what the
wrestling
magician
trivia.
wants you to see. But how about the movies? When you
Only
watch a
on
movie,
4?
did you know that
All
they're
right,
being
buddy.
fooled?
Well, the night is young.
Just as there is no such thing as
Keep
magic,
pouring 'em.
there's no such thing as a moving picture.
Pour me one.
either. What you're actually seeing is a long series of still pictures being projected at a rate of 24 per second.
It's always good to get
24 frames per
organized,
second.
Jim.
Well, that's a lot of pictures.
All right, we'll do wrestling
1,440
trivia
a
right
minute,
after
or
Tidbits.
86,400 an hour. Do you think you could count up to 24 in just 1 second? Let's try. I'll say go. Ready? Go. Stop. That's just 1 second. Did you make it all the way up to 24? I didn't think so.
I
How do they
didn't
do it
think
in the
so.
movies? How do they project 24 frames per second in just 1 second? Here's a strip of movie film. Let's take a close-up look. Here you can see the individual pictures of the movie film lined up one right next to each other. This strip of film is about 24 pictures long, or just 1 second's worth of film. If you look carefully, you can see the square sprocket holes in the film, and this is what the projector uses to keep the film moving along at the precise speed of 24 frames per second. As each picture lines up in front of the projection bulb, a flash of light is passed through the film and
Get
onto the
word that
screen,
my media
and that's
needs to
what
go
you
up.
see. But
guys
before
agree?
you realize what you're seeing, another picture is projected in place of the first one, and then another, and so on, until all these pictures blend together to create a moving picture in your mind. Your brain holds the images for about 1/16 of a second, and that's why you see them all right after each other. We'll make our own movie right after this.
When you help start a scout troop, there's no guarantee one of the boys will grow up to be an actor.
Win an Olympic decathlon.
Have his own radio and TV shows. Play for the Knicks.
Host a TV program.
Be an impressionist.
Grow up and be in the movies.
Go to the moon. Twice.
Hit 755 home runs.
Be a newsman.
Win 7 gold medals. When you help start a scout troop, there's no guarantee one of the boys will grow up to be president. But you never know. Call Boy Scouts of America.
Hell yeah. We need more
Are you
Boy
ready to
Scouts
become
of
a movie
America.
mogul? You'll need a couple of index cards and a pencil.
Need more
Let's start
kids
with a
going
short
out
subject, a
learning
two-frame
life.
movie. On the top
Outdoors,
half
not
of each
on
one of these
Tidbits.
cards, make 2 drawings that'll go together nicely, like a duck in a cage or a goldfish in an aquarium. After you've made your 2 drawings, glue them together back to back so that while one drawing faces you, the other one is upside down on the back. Put a rubber band around the middle and loop it around your fingers. Twist this card up about 20 times or so till you get a good set of knots right there. Now you're ready. Looking at the drawing right at the top, let the cards unwind. And if you look quickly, you'll see the fish inside the bowl.
How's the audio,
You've made
fellas?
your first picture,
Good?
and you're ready to try
Media
a
up, media
feature-length
down,
film.
microphone
On a
up,
small
microphone
pad,
down.
make a long series of drawings that
help.
concern a simple subject, like one I made up about the life of a flower. Here on this blackboard are the 6 stages in my story of the life of a flower. It's a seed, it gets some sun, some rain, it grows larger until it's finally picked. If my pad had 60 pages in it, each section of my story should have 10 pictures about that. It takes a little time, but it's worth it when you're done.
That's good. Thanks, Jim.
Have you ever heard the saying that the hand is quicker than the eye? What do you think that means? Could your hand move fast enough to fool your eye? Or do you think that this is another magician's trick to fool you into watching the wrong hand? Well, that's probably closer to the truth. But there are times when your hands can fool your eyes. But instead of magic tricks, you can fool your eyes with some simple optical illusions. All you'll need is a paper plate, some scissors, some tape, and some paper, and perhaps 2 thimbles. Optical illusions are visions that appear much different than they really are. Our eyes are fooled
Right on,
into
then.
seeing
Yeah, that's
something
kinda cool.
that really isn't there. Well, actually, the fooling goes on
Fatality.
up here in your brain. Your eyes probably do see things correctly, but your brain interprets the messages incorrectly. Let's try an easy optical illusion to fool our brain. This is called the floating finger. And you'll have to try this at home for yourself because the television camera isn't fooled by this illusion at all. You won't be able to see my illusion. It takes 2 eyes to make this work. First, put your 2 fingers together just like this, and hold them in front of your eyes about 6 inches from your face. Now focus your eyes on the wall across the room and slowly
All the
separate your
things we
fingers.
used to do to
If
keep
you've done
ourselves
this
occupied
just as I've
when
asked,
there wasn't
you'll see
internet.
a tiny little finger with 2 fingernails floating in space between your big 2 fingers. If you have 2 sewing thimbles handy, You can create a floating steel ball in the same way. Just slip the thimbles on your fingers here, hold them right in front of your face, separate them slightly, and focus on something across the room. The explanation for this is that as you focus across the room, the fields of vision of your two eyes lengthen,
Just really
and
hoping
any
the
objects
audio's
up close are in
keeping
an
up.
area overlapped by these two fields of vision. Your brain is receiving slightly different pictures of the same scene and puts them
I'm sure
together
it was a
one
better
on
time,
top
but
of
it
each other.
certainly was
This results
more
in your seeing
wholesome.
two gaps between your fingers with the mysterious floating finger in between. We'll be back right after this
That's
to show you
'cause
a hole in
you're
your
too
hand
old,
that
Jim.
you can
You're
see through.
half blind.
What?
Somebody once told me that I had a hole in my head. Well, when I asked them to prove it, they couldn't do it. But I told them that they had a hole in their hand that was big enough to see through, and
Going
that
to
I could
midnight
prove
EST
it. Here's what I
tonight,
did.
boys.
Take a
Midnight.
sheet of paper
That's when I'm
and roll it
shutting it
up
down. Shutting her down.
so that the
YouTube
center of
doesn't
it
shut me
is
down
about
before.
an inch in diameter. Now, you may want to tape it together at this point, too, to hold it together while we're doing this experiment. Okay, that's all there is to it. Here's the proof of the hole in your hand.
You could put your
Hold the
weed in
paper up to
there.
one eye like this, and hold your hand like this right next to it. Now, when you open both eyes, you should be able to see a hole right through your hand. Try it again. Amazing, isn't it? Here's another illusion you can create with your hands to fool your eyes. Take a paper plate and cut it in half. Cut that half in half again. And cut the center sections out of these 2/4 of the plates. When you're done, you'll have 2 sections of the rim that look a great deal like this. Now place one piece on top of the other piece on a table or something like that. Close your eyes, and when you open them, tell me which piece is longer than the other one. This bottom one here, right? But wait a minute, we just cut these out. We know that they're the same. Let's reverse them and try them again. Oh my gosh, the bottom one still looks longer to me. But if we match them up, one on top of each other, we'll see that they are exactly the same size. Fooled again. Our brain unconsciously compares the shorter lower curve of the upper one
That's good
with
too,
the
not yet.
longer curve of the lower one, and decides that this one must be longer, even though we know that they're both the same size. Optical illusions aren't always what they seem to be. Or are they? Here's a question for you. Where will these men get to when they reach the top of their staircase? Take a good look at these stairs. If the troop of men start here, these stairs will lead them to here, then to here, then to here, and then to here? Well, wait a minute. They're all right back where they started. These stairs lead to nowhere. Do you really see what you think you see? Could there really be stairs like this anywhere in the world? What kind of picture is this? The answer is that this picture is an illusion, a picture that plays games with your perception. The word perception means all the information you gather about the world through your 5 senses: touch, taste, smell, hearing, and sight. Now, this drawing was done by a man named M.C. Escher in 1960.
Forgot about that.
He's a master at
Sixth and
drawings
most
that
important
confuse your
sense.
visual perception.
Penis feel.
You can draw some misleading pictures to show your friends if you have a pencil, some paper, and a ruler. That's all we'll need to make some of our own optical illusions. These drawings will appear to be different than they really are because they contain something that distracts or fools your eye. Now, before we try our own drawings, let's look at a few more. In this drawing here, what do these long diagonal lines appear to be doing? Are they straight lines? And are they parallel to each other? Now, you probably said no to both questions, but let's look at them now. Do they appear to be straight now? And are they parallel to one another? Let's look again. Like this, or like this. Let's look at
I don't know,
another
that
drawing.
one didn't work
What
for
do
me.
these lines look like they're doing here? Don't they seem to bow
got
out
rid of that
away
one quick.
from the center right here? Well, that's what they look like to me. But if I lift up this cover sheet,
All right, that
you
one
can see
works.
that these lines are the same distance apart all the way along their length. Here's one more drawing called the Poggendorf illusion, no doubt named after Mr. Poggendorf. Now,
Oh,
is
yeah,
this a
Mr.
straight
old
line
Mr.
through this
Horgendorf.
rectangle? Or how about
Combination
this
of
line
Paul
through these 2
Orndorff and Hulk
rectangles?
Hogan.
If we use the ruler,
Hogendorf.
we can check. Are there any guesses? Well, that one's straight, and so's that one. I guess you can't always believe what you see. We'll draw our own illusions right after this message. Do you have your pad and ruler ready? Is your pencil sharp? Good. Then we can create our own visual misconceptions. Let's start with an easy one. These arrows right here are called the Mueller-Lyer arrows. That's because this one's a Mueller and this one's a liar. No, I'm just kidding. Here's how this one is made. Draw two 6-inch lines. Put them not quite right alongside each other, like this. Now put arrowheads on one of them, like this, and inverted arrowheads, like this, on this one. Now I ask somebody to tell you which arrow is longer than the other one. Most people will pick this one here. The inverted arrowheads make the center line look much longer.
A moonrise?
When was the
Question
last
mark?
time that you saw a really good moonrise? No, not a sunrise, but a moonrise. Well, the information for it is listed in the paper every day. There are times for moonrise, moonset, as well as sunrise and sunset. They're all listed right alongside the weather information. Now, if you have seen a moonrise, have you ever seen it right on the horizon? A really big moon, as big as a house? Well, that moon, the extra large one, is actually an optical illusion. The moon, of course, doesn't change size. Photographs tend to prove that the moon you see on the horizon and the moon you see up in the sky are the same sized moon. Some scientists suggest that the reason the moon looks larger when it rests on the horizon is that you have elements of the horizon to compare it to. Trees, or a mountain, or even that house that it looks as big as. The truth is that actually the moon is farther away from you when it's on the horizon than when it's overhead. Once again, we find out that things are not always as they seem. Let's look at some more optical illusions that you can test yourself with. Which one of these two circles right here seems larger to you? Would you be surprised if I told you they're the same size? How about these two circles right here? Which one of these two looks larger to you? Well, if you're taking guesses, you'd be right if you guessed they're the same size too. And finally, how about these two circles right here? Which one of these two looks larger to you? Well, you guessed it, they're the same size as well.
I just see a pair of
Let's look at
boobs.
some lines instead of circles. Which one of these two lines right here seems longer to you? Would you believe that they're the same size? How about these lines right here? Does this line or this line here seem longer to you? Well, just like everything else today, they're the same size as well. Now that we're all thoroughly confused about what we're seeing, when we come back after this word, we'll make another illusion that you can demonstrate to your friends, a color spinner. All you'll need is some cardboard, some construction paper, and some string. Don't go away. The object of our color spinner will be to create patterns and colors
Don't go
that
away,
aren't
but
really
then
there.
also go get
Using the principle of
construction
visual
paper
distortion,
and stuff.
we're going to make a spinning
Make up
disc
your
that
mind,
spins fast
tidbits.
enough to blur the images or colors on it. And that blur will look totally different than the pattern we started with. First, you have to find a jar top or other round object about 3 to 4 inches in diameter to use as a template or pattern for cutting circles out of some cardboard. Draw the circles, draw 2 or 3 circles so that we can try some different patterns.
Your wife's a
When you
liar.
get them all drawn, cut them out, and then we'll be ready to decide which pattern we want to use. Now, here are some possible patterns that you could choose from. Here's one in black and white, and here's another one in black and white. Or you could make one in color. Experiment with ideas of your own. Once you choose your pattern, cut it out of construction paper and glue it onto the cardboard. Or if you have some white cardboard, you can draw a black and white pattern on it. Now carefully punch 2 holes in the center of the cardboard with a pencil. Thread a piece of string through it and tie the ends together on the other end. Now, holding your color spinner in your hands, twirl the string about 20 or 30 times
hope
to
you
get it
guys
good
are
and wound
liking
up
the
before you
video.
start. Now your spinner
Hope you
works
guys
just like
will
this.
like the stream as well.
As the disc spins, the disc changes its look from the original pattern. You could put one pattern on one side of your disc and another pattern on the flip side of your disc. Experiment and try lots of different patterns. Remember, what you see could be different than what you get. Here is a drawing for you to examine. Do you see two gray triangles in this picture, one on top of the other? Perhaps the only one you see is the one outlined by these lines right here. But if you look closely, you will think that you see this triangle here on top of the first one. Well, if you think you see it, look again, because it's really not there. What you saw was an image created by a visual phenomenon called closure. In this case, the word closure means the tendency of your eyes to fill in the part of the figure that wasn't really there. You and most other people drew in imaginary lines here, here, and here, and created your own second triangle.
Me too.
Let's look at another example of closure. Can you see the man kneeling in this picture here? Well, he's right there. That's his hat, that's his hand, and that's his foot. Here's an easy one. Do you see a dog in this picture here?
Yeah, that's a total
Sure,
dog.
he's right there. Now here's one picture that you can look at in two different ways. Now what do you see in this picture? Do you see a old lady in profile?
I see old lady.
Or do you see a young woman looking away from you? They're both in there. Let's try a whole different type of illusion.
Get 'em out.
Look at the white lines on this black background. As you keep watching, do you begin to see little gray dots at the intersections of the white lines?
No.
Sure you do. And after you've looked at this for about 10 seconds or so, look quickly at the ceiling or another white surface.
Oh my God.
Do you see a grid of black
Somebody needs
lines
to
now?
sweep
This
my
is an
ceiling.
example of retinal fatigue. Your eye gets used to seeing a certain image in front of it and holds the picture there even after you've looked away. Here's a model of your eye. As the image strikes you on the lens
that's
focuses
not
the
an
image
eye. That,
on
sir,
the
is a
retina, which is this
Pokeball.
area of the eye right back here.
This is where
This
the
area is
Pokemon
made up
lives.
of optical fibers called either rods
When you're
or
not making it
cones.
fight for
Rods
your
detect light areas
amusement
and
and
cones
money.
detect areas of color. These rods and cones send images of what they see along the optic nerve, which is located at the back of the eye. This nerve connects to the brain, where we analyze these pictures and act upon the vision. The eye never lies. It always projects a true image of what it sees. It's in the mind that we fill in the missing parts and create the illusions. Next, we're going to make a device that will defy gravity. You'll need two identical funnels, 2 books, and 2 yardsticks. Don't go away. You may have a hard time deciding whether this next illusion is an illusion or the real thing. But here's a hint.
Mini
You
Death
can't
Star?
beat gravity. Take 2 funnels and tape them together like this. Well, that's it. That's the device that will defeat gravity right there. Now we'll need a test track, 2 meter sticks or yardsticks, and several books of different thicknesses. It has to be set up just like this right here, with the yardsticks closer together on the thinner books and farther apart on the taller stack of books. Now this may take a bit of experimenting to get it just right, but when you get it set up, the 2 funnels that are taped together will roll uphill from the thin books to the thick
That is
ones.
kinda messed up.
There you have it. I've defied gravity. Or have I? Let's check the measurements. Right here on this side, the track is not quite 3 inches tall. And at the other end right here, the track here is about 4 inches tall. So it did roll uphill. Well, maybe it didn't. There must be a secret here somewhere. Let's measure this right here. The center of the funnels here is almost 5 inches tall, and when it rolls down the track to the other end, the center of the funnels here is just 4 inches tall. That's the secret. Even though the track went uphill, the funnels are moving downhill.
Are we learning something, chat?
Kid Bits will
This is an
return after
educational
these
channel.
messages. We now return to Kid Bits. Experiments seen on this program were developed in conjunction with the Detroit Science Center, where the excitement of science is seen daily.
On our next show, we'll be looking into molecular action and surface tension. All you'll need is a glass of water and a needle. See you then.
See you next week.
You're cheating. All right, I guess we're on the trivia now, boys. Are you ready, Jim? Jim, you ready? Every WrestleMania participant of the 80s and 90s. You ready for this? Is this a good one? Nanya, how's your wrestling knowledge of the 80s and 90s? Yeah, let's do it. I'm totally in. I gotta stretch. I messed my knee up playing basketball. It's pretty swollen. We're a team, Nanya. You're gonna win. We got Jim on our team. We're gonna win for sure. We're gonna win for sure. All right. Anybody want to load up with names before I hit start, so we can get a little heads up? You do all the old obvious ones. I'll do lesser known ones. Nanya, I'll bet you'll be able to pump out a few wrestlers from the 80s or 90s. Get cracking, boys. Let's go. I'm starting. Give me a oh, pause. I have to fix the zoom. El Zumo. Eh, does that make things any better? Oh, okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do 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 do. I think this is better. Like this. All right, boys. Let's start naming wrestlers from the 80s and 90s until we get to a certain point where we'll have to pick out some smart ones. But yeah, I'm ready to go. Three, two, one. Let's go. Bret Hart, Steve Austin, Undertaker, Kane, um, Paul Orndorff, uh, Lex Luger, and just naming anybody. Hardy, Matt Hardy. No, not in the 90s, eh? Hitman Hart. Got that one. Mankind. Honky Tonk Man. Mankind. Absolutely Mankind. What's up, B? Uh, just naming wrestlers. We got Undertaker. We got Kane. So Hogan. Yoko. Zuna. Yokozuna. Oh, okay, here we go. SD Jones. Nice pick. Rick Martel, the model. Hercules. I knew Jim was getting busy. Billy Jack Haynes. Heinous. Oh, he's picking out some gold. Coco, beware. Uh, Butch Reed. Barber. Dynamite Kid. X-Pac I just threw in there for fun. Uh, so Davy Boy Smith, that's just British Bulldog, right? Too many T's in British. No? They want Davy Boy Smith? They want Davy Boy Smith. Bart Gunn. Billy Gunn. Macho Man. Randy Savage. Rikishi. Uh, all right, boys. Good start. Good start. 27 to 194. Still lots to go. Ric Flair. I guess Sting wouldn't be in there. uh, Real names or stage names? I'll take either. Um, so, uh, Triple H, The Rock, uh, Rocky Maivia? I guess not at that time. That's like getting it really close. All right, Jim drops another bunch of names. King Kong Bundy, John Studd, Don Morocco, Tito Santana, uh, Axe, Smash. They're not giving me Smash, but they gave me Axe. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Uh, One Man Gang, Big Boss Man. I'm gonna guess they gave that to me with Man already. Uh, Ricky Steamboat and Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock's a good one. Yeah, we got King Kong Bundy. Yeah, Ken Shamrock was a good one. Then how about the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman? You bet. Oh boy. How about Chris Jericho? No Jericho. I was cutting it real close because it's only 80s and 90s. Meng? I guess that's Barbarian. How am I running it blank here? Val Venus. Matt Bourne. Good one. Barry Windham. Ken Shamrock. Already called. Buddy Rose. Andre. Ultimate Warrior. Road Dogg. Harley Race. Haku. Shawn Michaels. And Marty Jannetty. Marty Ettyjann. Marty Jannetty's plays. Bruno. Sam Martino. Iron Sheik, you bet. Sheiky Baby. Hulk Hogan. Nikolai Volkov. Oh, how do you spell it? It's Nikolai Volkov plays. All right, so the Generation X, we'll go with China. And I already did X-Pac, I already did Road Dogg, I already did Billy Gunn, I already did Shawn Michaels, I already did Triple H. Uh, yeah, David Schultz. Oh God. Uh, Shultz. I need a spelling on David Schultz. And Dr. D. Not not Dr. D apparently. All right, Wendy Richter plays uh Lee Lanny Kai and Fabulous Moolah plays IRS. Oh, come on, no IRS? That doesn't seem right. Rotunda? Mike Rotunda plays. And there's still so many more. Ted DiBiase. Only got 5 minutes left. We don't even have half. Kurt Hennig. Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect plays. Um, Brutus Beefcake. And Bob Backlund. And Razor. And how about Diesel? Pick that one up there. Uh, Razor. Kevin Nash. Oh, there he is. It was the next one. Like I picked something out. Corp Corporal. I don't know if that's gonna play. Maybe just Kirshner. Kirshner's not gonna go. B said China. We gotta go with Dusty Rhodes, and of course there's Gold Dust. China. Uh, Mr. Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon's gonna play. Jake Roberts. George Wells. Nice pick there. Roddy Piper. Adrian Adonis. And Rick Rude. You bet. Kurt Hennig already got. Sergeant. Is it SARG? Sergeant? Oh, just Slaughter. Terry Taylor? No, Terry Taylor. Keenan. Ah, it's easier to just put the last Arn Anderson. Blanchard. Blanchard plays. Did we get Stone Cold already? You bet. Steve Austin, we wrote it down. Bam Bam. How do you spell Bigelow? Bam Bam's plays. Kirchner. Kirchner's not going to go. Virgil. And Million Dollar Man DiBiase. D-I-B-I. Oh, it's already on there. All right. Bounty. Eric. Uh, Sickle Sid? No. The Justice. Just Sid. Red Rooster. Uh, Lawrence Taylor. Don't do crack. Owen. I guess when I put Hart in, they counted him. Neidhart. 82. I wish they would give us more time because I know Jim's got the rest of them. For certain. And with 20 seconds left, pretty tight. I'm looking at about a 21-second delay. And I need to talk to Smoke Monster about getting that delay cut down. I know he knows how to do it. Yeah, no, I'm not watching an ad for 60 seconds more. I just give up. All right. Yeah, yeah. You give me this for free. Can I go away now? Yeah. Okay. So, who do we miss? I can't tell. Oh, okay, all right. So it seems to be just a little bit of a bluish gray behind the ones that we got. Uh, there's just so many we missed. Big John Studd, Brood of Beefcake, Greg Valentine. Jim did such a good job at hitting the first WrestleMania. Like, missed Executioner, missed Junkyard Dog, uh, Bill Fralick, Brian Blair. There's Kirschner, Kirschner, couldn't spell it. Danny Spivey, right? Ernie Holmes, Jarvis the Animal Steel, Harvey Martin, Hillbilly Jim, Hoss Funk, Jim Brunzell, Jimbo Covert, Pedro Morales, Ted RC, City, Uncle Elmer, Velvet McIntyre, William Fridge Perry, Billy Jack Haynes, Bob Orton. That was bad miss. Butch Reed, Harley Race, Jacques Rougeau. Is that gonna be the Mountie anyway? Uh, Coco Beware, Little Beaver, Little Tokyo, Lord Littlebrook, Raymond Rougeau, Rick Martel. And this Haiti Kid, Tom Zank, Bad News Brown, Boris Zukoff, Dino Bravo, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Ken Patera, Paul Roma, Sika, Tama, Ted DiBiase, Ultimate Warrior, Arn Anderson, Bobby Heenan, Bushwhacker Butch, Bushwhacker Luke, Marty Jannetty, Mr. Fuji, Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude, Ronnie Garvin, Blue Blazer, Red Rooster, Warlord, Earthquake, Jimmy Snuka, so many still. Sensational Sherry, Animal, Brian Knobs, Crush, Jerry Sags, Tenryu, Texas Tornado. That's Von Erich. So I think we got that one. Undertaker for sure. Flair, Sid Justice, Skinner. Yeah, Skinner. Love Skinner. Typhoon, Tatanka, Fatu. That would be Rikishi, which B got. Giant Gonzalez, Lex Luger, Razor Ramon, Mosh and Thrasher, missed that one. Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner. Could have got two with Steiner. Atom Bomb, Lunger Blaze, Dink, Luna Vachon, Mabel, Mo, Becker, Eli Blue, Jacob Blue, Jeff Jarrett, Lawrence Taylor, Ahmed Johnson, Savio Vega, Vader, Bradshaw, Farouk, Mosh, Thrasher, Rocky Maivia. I couldn't spell it. They wouldn't just take the rock. Phineas Godwin, D'Lo Brown, Grandmaster Sexay, Jesus Castillo. They just didn't give us enough time. They should have given us like as much time as we needed. Recon, Ricky Morton, Road Dogg, Sable, Scotty Too Hottie, Steve Blackman, Taka Michinoku, Al Snow, Butterbean, Shane McMahon, Test. Test. Always miss Test. And he's great. He's a great wrestler. Big Show. X-Pac. You know, that Jim, I think that they took a lot of the names. Like when I wrote Mankind in, that one came in, but if I had written down Mick Foley, it would have filled in Mankind for me. It's all if you know, it's all in the designer of the sporkle. If the designer does a good job, then it should be easier, you know? Blue Blazer was Owen Hart, but is that at WrestleMania fucking 7 or whatever Blue Blazer was marked here? Because Blue Blazer WrestleMania 5, that was Owen? Doesn't seem like his era, but all right, what else do we see here? I gotta go back to the chat, see what the chat was saying here. Uh, Stone Cold, Mountie, Lawrence Taylor, Owen Hart, Jim Neidhart. Lawrence Taylor, also a person, like a politician. I'm losing my mind. Lawrence Taylor was a football player, and LT wrestled at WrestleMania 11. Jim's right in on that. It's a lot of names. I agree. They just didn't give us enough time, Jim. We had it all. I knew we had it. Executioner was Buddy Rose. All right, that was a good one. Hey, I kind of need a break here. Jim, did you see my placard? Check this out. Boom. Kind of cool. All right. Uh, hmm. Let's watch an episode of Uh-Oh. We'll come back to wrestling trivia. I have a couple more picked out. Only got an hour, 5 minutes though. So got to try to get all this in. But we'll watch an episode of Uh-Oh. Alright, hopefully this audio's good.
What do you say when you search your sister's
that
room
sounds
and
low.
find a voodoo doll of yourself?
Oh god. That's gonna be very low.
Where the music is pumping to make you vibe. Where there's always something new around the corner. Gonna play a little make you jump to the beat, cause it's time for a treat with the questions and answers. You try to compete when your time's up and say what you gonna do. Let me hear you scream, spin the wheel, speed around mayhem, you gotta spin that wheel, say what's it gonna be?
Probably can't hear shit. I gotta fix this.
Now, please welcome our favorite little zombie, Wink Yahoo!
Oh, thank you very much, everyone, and thank you, Mr. Voice Man. Yes, although I must be correcting you on that, my crazy Uncle Henry did remove my brain in a botched biology experiment, but that didn't turn me into a zombie, it made me a dork. Yep, the happiest, slappiest dork in town. Oh, except for our Slash and Salmon Terran Aaron, of course.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Wink. You know, we may not be the smartest of kids,
But at least we're not the ones that are covered in the goo. There you go.
How's the audio? Is that any better?
One genius in the group, our quizster Patricia.
Hi, Wing. The players will have to outsmart me and beat the clock if they want to do well at the speed round.
Is the audio good?
I know they do. Now it's time to get to know
You guys
them.
can hear
Mr.
the-
Voice Man, bringing the
hear the show?
players.
Bloody and blue are Dylan and Sarah! Corey and green are Jabril and Gene! And revolving in red are
How's my microphone against the audio now that
We are
I've just
raring to
completely
go.
janked
Now,
the
he got his degree from the University of Slimeville.
media
Release
audio?
The Punisher.
Like, it was so low in the mix. Audio's good. Here's the Punisher.
Punisher control. Oh, nasty, nasty. Mr. Voice Man, please tell us what they're playing for
He
today.
instantly regrets what he
Grand
does.
Prize winners will go platinum celebrating the 1-year anniversary
Wow,
of Nintendo's
Game Boy Advance? That's
Game Boy Advance
sweet.
is an awesome lineup of games for players of all ages. Game Boy Advance
yeah.
from Nintendo. Runners-up can mix it up with the Panasonic Shockwave Portable CD player. A rugged water-resistant body and no-skip anti-shock memory. Panasonic Shockwave brings new meaning to shock therapy. Second runners-up go home with the ultimate homework helper, Microsoft and Carter Reference Library 2003. Great articles.
Fucking Carter, sweet. Hell yeah. You know this show's from 2000s, but they're giving him Carter.
Green, a blue, orange. Stay tuned to find out. No, Oh, welcome back, everybody. Joining me at the big wheel are Sarah, Jabril, and Andy. And the partners Dylan, Gene, and Graham are with the Punisher. Let's get this game started, shall we, with blue. Come on, Sarah, up to the wheel to spin. There you go. Down it goes for Sarah on the blue team. The first spin of the day gets you a winning spin, 20 points on the board. And Sarah gets another spin. Take it away, Sarah. 20 points and another spin. All right. Down it goes for Sarah's second spin. She's got 20 points and maybe can add to it if you don't. Go on.
You know how it works. Grab this ball, stick it in one of those pipes, and see what you can do. Come on. And I'm sorry, you just gave Red 25 points.
Hey, lucky day for red, but I'm sure they'll take it. Let's get green up. Come on now, Jabril. Up to the wheel for green. The first spin of the day for green. And it's a good one. Nice and hard around the wheel it goes for green. It passes, and it's going to land on Mayhem.
Gene, come on over here. Stand right here. It is Fruit Gushers time. We got the big jumbo Fruit Gushers. Your job, find me 5 strawberry Fruit Gushers inside of this bowl. Can you do it? 20 seconds, 50 points. Are you ready? Are you set? Go, 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 go. There you go. There you go. You plunged it in there. We got 3. We got 4. Look at that. Gee, 5 of them. Woo!
50 big points. Excellent job for green. Hey, excellent job. Mayhem done quickly, very well. Andy, up here and spin the wheel for red. Round it goes for Andy, who got 25 points. Thanks to Blue's dump over there. And round the wheel goes for you. Win and spin. Let's add 20 more. And a spin. Take it away, buddy. You got 45 points right now. Excellent work on the wheel. And he is only 5 points back up Green, the leader. Passes straight and spin and lands on Andy, you can get another 50 big points, which would make 70 for this spin all told, if you get it right. Here we go. What was the first metal to be discovered? Iron, gold, silver, or heavy metal?
Iron.
You say iron? Nope, gold. You're wrong, Andy. Yes, gold has been known and valued since the earliest times because of its beauty and ease to mold, Punisher.
What could be more valuable than slime?
Oh, I'd say nothing. Back to your spot, Andy. Let's check out the score, shall we? Blue has got 20 points right now. Green's got 50 for the lead. And Red's got 45. An excellent work on the first round. Now let's get Blue to come up and take the second spin of the first round. Sarah. Spin it goes. Down it goes for Sarah on the blue team. 20 points on the board right now for her. She's in last place, but would love to add to it. It passes, and it's going to land on the jump. Go on, Sarah.
Well, you've already done it once. You know how to do it again. This time, try for some points for you. 50 big points!
Wow. Excellent shot for Blue. Let's get Green up. Come on now, Jabril. Up to the wheel and spin for Green. Nice spin, Jabril. You got 50 points. The lead is no longer yours, but this spin might get it back to you. And you have got mayhem, my friends.
Come on over here. You know what? Come on around here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You know, I love yellow sunglasses. And Aaron over there, well, he likes green sunglasses, but Aaron was in some crazy move and threw them in the pool. Thanks a lot, Aaron. If you can get 2 pairs of yellows, 2 pairs of green, put them in the appropriate bowl, you, my friend, are going to have 50 points. You have 20 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Dive in, baby. Go! Oh, yeah, he's making a mess. I want my yellow sunglasses.
I threw them in the pool.
I know you threw them in the pool.
I threw them in the pool.
I know, because you're a weirdo.
I know, but I threw them in the pool.
There we go. No, that's it. Yeah, that was it. That was it. That's the green one. That's the green ball.
They're in the pool.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Aaron. We still don't have our sunglasses. 0
Anya,
points
can you
for the
behave
green
for
team.
just
Win?
one stream, please?
No point for Green. Too bad, so sad. Stuck on the
Green
lollipop.
bastard.
Let's go, Red. Come on now. A big spin by Andy. Round it goes for you. 45 points on the board.
Well,
Still
thanks
bringing
guys
the
for
rear
joining
right
me
now,
for
and
another
look at
variety
this.
hour. That usually turns out to be 2
All right, Andy,
hours.
you know how it works. If you're right, 50 big points.
is
If
fun,
you're
though.
wrong, the Punisher gets the dump on your partner's head. Why was the Eiffel Tower built? For the World Fair, the builder was bored, for radio transmissions, or for French defense?
World Fair.
French defense.
Nope, for the World Fair. Sorry, you're wrong, Andy.
Yes.
That's right, the 300-meter-high tower was designed and built by Gustave Alexandre for the 1889 Paris World Fair, Punisher.
Vive la goût libre!
Oh, free to be you and me with a little bit of slime. Back to your spot. Hey, let's look at the standings.
Fact I
Blue's got
learned,
70 points for
they
the
got
lead
a
right now.
new
Green's
Punisher
got
for
50
the
points
last
on
2
board.
seasons, or 6
And Red's
seasons
got
of
45 nice
the
points.
same
It's a very
Punisher for
close
the first
game.
4
Mr.
seasons.
Voiceman, how about
And then they
announcing
got
one
a
of the
new
Quinn
guy.
prizes coming up in the future?
I guess
Future grand prizes include the
when you
BRX
don't have your
35 from
image,
LA, a 15-speed mountain bike with
as a
Shimano
character,
components and
you're
liquid French
kind of
shocks
wearing a
on
mask
style
that
frame.
you get
LA,
anybody.
the bike of your life, Canadian made.
No, Jim, this is not one of those kids. Is not me, but in the chat here we have Easy B, and he wrote into another Canadian hits TV show. It was Video and Arcade Top 10, and he wrote into the show and asked them if they'd send him a video game, and they sent them Mario 64 in a I guess in the box too. Like they were giving away
You look so
gold.
comfy in that dress.
It was a used copy, but it had the box. Easy B had told me.
Although I hear Cleveland is nice this time
So
of
yeah,
year.
Easy B touched greatness.
A tornado picked up you
He
and
peaked.
your little dog.
That was his
And now
peak.
you're in a strange place with strange
Everything
people.
was downhill
And
after
you
that.
know,
You got Mario 64 sent to you by a TV show. And that's, he peaked early. It's good to peak early, then you don't have to strive.
Here's what my brains come up with for this little game. Ride down the yellow slick road until you get to the remains of your house. Dig through the rubble until you find the looping flippers. Put them on and then you can go on over to see the Tin Man.
All I want is a heart. A little oil wouldn't be bad either. You too then. Why not keep yourself in this oil here before you head on over to my good friend
Slime
and former
Tour
colleague,
rules.
this guy. Search his clothes and take out his heart. And while you're in there, why don't you get his courage medallion and his brains too? Once you've got all that, put it in your basket and then off with ya.
An early
Away,
bloomer.
Dorothy.
It's a good thing you found courage. You're gonna need it to defeat the wicked witch. Run through the poppy field, jumping
Buy a
three
poppy,
positive
you
flowers on
people.
your head until Tutu falls out.
Buy a
Sling her around
poppy.
your neck. Then grab a bucket of water and sling it on the evil wicked witch. Grab her broomstick, grab your basket, and head for home. What a classic finish.
All right, let's meet
Can't
our
believe
daring
he buried Don
Dorothy.
Cherry for that bullshit.
Dead hyper!
What a joke.
I want Josh Roots down to wipe these guys out! I think they can't take up control like the place!
And Ron McClane, the backstabbing fucking loser. Hate
All
Ron
right, you've seen the
McClane.
teams. Now it's time to vote. If you choose right, you get wonderful, oozy 35 points. And if you're wrong, you know what happens.
I always
you get
thought he
0.
was
So,
kind of cool.
while you're voting, let's see
Played a
the
good
field game
straight
players are
man
playing
next
for,
to Don
shall we?
Cherry, and then
Field game winners get their summer started with a skateboard, scooter,
Fucking
and helmet courtesy
loser.
of Canadian Tire. Skate to Canadian Tire for all the coolest and extreme gear. Canadian Tire, let's get started. Runners up receive
Yeah,
the
Canadian Tire,
BT9121 cordless telephone with maximum extended range and clarity, 10-number speed dial memory, 4 programmable rings, call waiting, and caller ID from
Beatnik phone.
VTech.
All right, the votes are in. Let's see who shows what. Well, red wants
I had
yellow,
one of
green
those
wants
VTech
yellow, and blue
phones.
wants orange. Back to
Maybe
Ryan
I
to see
did
who's
peak when
right.
Easy B peaked.
Ready, set, go!
Hey, Easy B, now I got you in here, man. Nunya and I did a stream not long ago. Yeah, Crappy Tire. We didn't know how good we had it when we called it Crappy Tire. So yeah, Nunya, now that I got you in the stream, or sorry, Easy B, Nunya and I did a music stream last weekend, and I thought we hit on some good stuff, man. Mentioned you a couple times. You get a chance. It's not too long of a stream either. I think it was like 90 minutes, but we just played music and shot the shit, talked about you, talked about some of this stuff, and I'm gonna need to get you to get me caught up on what's going on with your game. I can't think of it right now. Valkyrie something? And I missed what happened because I didn't see your last stream. So I need a refresher course on what's going on in that crazy game. I'll pop in your stream and bug you about it when you can talk. You don't have to pick it out. Oh, you put that on. That's good. Yeah, Great Old Filth. That was definitely Nunya requesting that one. It was a good tune, man. Yeah, Nunya had some good requests for sure.
There we go. There's the dousing. There's the dousing.
Yeah, we were just farting around.
You got the broom. Got the broom. I think he's got the broom. He's got the dog. He's got the basket of stuff. I think that yes, yellow's gonna be our big winner. Yellow, look at the camera. Right there. Yeah, keep looking, my friend. Keep on looking at that. Keep looking in there. Yeah, the big winner. The big winner. That was his.
Well, you're not in Kansas anymore, Yellow, but you are the winner. Now, who did not choose yellow here? Blue, you chose orange. Nothing for you, sorry. But green and red, 35 points to you and you. So going into the final round, let's check out the standings, shall we? Blue stays at 70, but green goes into the lead with 85.
Jim, you mentioned
and red moves
about
up
this
over
game.
blue
There's
with
a
80 points.
lot to
It's a
remember
close
and all
game,
that.
folks.
Like,
Who's
what I
gonna
just
take it?
really
Well, I don't know, but we'll
admire
find out
about
right after
this
this.
is that
Don't go away.
all the kids seem to be great sports. Like, everybody's, taking the slime on the head with laughs and whatever. Nobody's crying or bitching about the points or whatever. I love how Punisher just manhandles the children, and they're kind of cool with it. It's just something different about beating up on kids on TV that makes me laugh every time.
Got the Fruit Gushers spot on the wheel with a chance to win 75 big points. So let's get Blue up here right now. Let's go. Come on, Dylan. Up to the wheel. Spin it good. Spin it hard. Drill it like you like to spin it. Round it goes for Dylan and the blue team. He's got 70 points and maybe mayhem will add to that.
Oh, you know what? Come on over here. Sarah, there is nothing in the morning. Come on over here. Come on over here. Come on over here. There's nothing in the morning better than some cottage cheese and barbecue sauce. That's a breakfast of champions.
Hell yeah,
Good
cottage
job.
cheese and
Eat it
barbecue
all
sauce,
up.
breakfast
No
of
hands,
champions.
20 seconds, 50 points. Are you ready? Are you set? Go, Sarah. Go, go, go. Eat it all up. Come on, make some noise. Get it going. That's right. How tasty is that? Yum, yum. Cottage cheese, barbecue sauce. You know, I'm jealous. I wish I could be you right now. You got 5 seconds.
Fucking love cottage cheese.
Face up. Let me see. You know, you did an okay job. I'm going to give her at least 10 points for the blue team. She did an okay job.
I'm going to lose my appetite. Let's get green up. Come on, Gene, up to the wheel. Spin it hard. You got 85 points. You are only 5 points up of blue and red right now. Round it goes for green. It passes Luton spin. Oh, look at this. It keeps on going. When's it going to stop? All right, man, there it goes.
Come on over here. Now, you know what? If you want to, catch a vulture and take a picture of it, you got to smell like one, okay? So what you need to do is take these vulture eggs. We'll get them dressed eventually. Let's stick this over his head like this. All you have to do is break 5 eggs over your chest. You can do that in 20 seconds. You got 50 points. Are you almost ready? Yes. There we go. We need 5 broken of these eggs. Go. Oh, wait. Go.
It's impossible. Ah, what the hell? Your game's broken, lady.
In time, but we'll give him 10 points because I think that was just the nick of time. There we go. I'm so nice.
All right, 10 points from the next time. Very good for green. And now red will step up to the wheel. Come on now, red. Graham. Spin the wheel. You got 80 points. You are now 15 back to the lead of green. And round it goes for Graham and the red team. And look at this. It's trade and spin. Who do you want to trade with, Graham? Who do you want to trade with on the board? You get to trade. You get to trade with anyone on the board you'd like to. Of course you do. 95 points to you and 80 points up. And spin again, Graham. Yes. You don't have to listen to the audience if they're telling you to trade with a team that doesn't have enough points. And round it goes for Graham. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And it passes it and lands on Mayhem.
Oh, man. Look at this. We got these crazy dogs here, man. They're attacking the mailman. Your job, get rid of all 5. In 20 seconds, you get 50 points. Are you ready? Are you set? Go, 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 go. There you go. Underhand. Underhand. Underhand, buddy. Oh, man. I thought you could do it. I thought you could do it. Okay job. Underhand. Oh, you know what? Good job, but you know what? You only got 2, so that's 0 points for the red team.
Oh, 0 points for red, but at least they got the trade and spin, so now they're in the lead. I think. Let's check it out. Blue's got 80 points right now. Green's got 80 points, and red's got the lead, 95 points indeed. Now let's get blue for the second spin of this round. Come on now, Dylan. Up to the wheel to spin. Let's do a good job with this wheel. You're tied right now for second. And the wheel gotta give you some points. Let's see if the wheel will be generous today. Oh my goodness. It is trade and spin. Who do you want to trade with, Dylan? Of course, you got 95 points. And another spin coming here. So take it away, Dylan. There's a spin. Dylan and the blue team now have the lead with 95 big points. Around the wheel goes. It passes Mayhem. It passes Win and Spin, and it sticks on.
I want to go back and watch all old WrestleManias.
Yes, Dylan, no need to be nervous here. 50 big points to the right, and the Punisher
Talk
have
about all those old wrestlers, man.
According to Discovery Kids, how much does the average human sweat a day? A gallon, 2.5 quarts, 4 quarts, or half a liter?
4 quarts?
You say 4 quarts. Nope. 2.5 quarts. Wrong. Wrong. Yeah, did you know that sweat cools the body when it evaporates on the skin, Punisher?
Sweat also makes a nice smelly goo. See?
Yes, it does, Punisher. And back to your spot. All right, Gene, come on up and spin the wheel for green. It's the green Gene machine. Down it goes for the
Man, I gotta
Gene
get a
team.
cough button.
And it's Well, Gene, you see what happens when you're wrong. Your partner's going to be very upset with you.
I like what the
But if
kids
you're
are
right,
into
50
it, you know?
points
The
goes
kids
a long
like,
way in this close game.
Punishers,
What nation won a
grab me,
record
play with my
197
hands
medals
and
at the
nerves,
1980 Summer Olympics?
legs.
Was it USA, Canada, the Union, or China?
USA.
You say USA? Nope, the Soviet Union. I'm sorry, you're wrong, Gene.
Why did he salute the Soviet
The
Union?
US and 64 other countries boycotted the Moscow-held Olympics to protest the USSR's invasion of Afghanistan, Punisher.
I want a gold medal in goo delivery.
What?
Yes.
Gold medal in
You
goo
did.
delivery?
We have it very proudly displayed over the mantle at the OO studio. All right, Red, it's time for you to step up with your 80 points and spin away. Here we go.
Guess
Down
Peter
it goes
North
for
wasn't
Graham and the red
competing
team. You got 80 points,
here.
and you need points at the dump. Go on, Graham. Come on now, buddy.
I know it's not all that exciting, but come on over. Take this, drop it in one, and you may just get yourself some points. You got 50 big points!
Wow. To actually get 50 points out of the dump?
And this is a close game. How does it affect it? Well, it's the moment you involve the waiting
is that
for.
the
It's
winner,
time to find
too?
out who's taking on the big prize. Well, Red
Oh
with
my
130 points is
goodness.
taking it home. Congratulations to Red.
That was so random. The dump is so freaking random, and he pulled out 50 points for the W.
Well, take care.
Audience members are going home chewing Hubba Bubba. It's fun to blow big bubbles, and Hubba Bubba's available in 4 awesome flavors. Hubba
I haven't
Bubba will
had
blow your
a
taste
gum,
buds away.
stick gum,
Everyone is
or
gushing
Hubba
over
Bubba,
Fruit
or
Gushers,
anything like
the
that.
official
Big League
explosive fruit
Chew,
snack
nothing
of
like
all.
that.
Fruit Gushers are available
In
in
like over
strawberry
10
splash,
years.
burst and berry lemonade, gushing grape, and
Not even
tropical
like a
flavors.
Dentine Ice or anything like
Some
that.
audience members will repeat it to beat it with a new jam guitar from Hasbro. Can you keep up with the riffs and lights even in double time? It's a game that jams when you master the commands. From makers of Bop It and Bop It Extreme. Visit www.yamaha.ca to explore the world of Yamaha products. Winky Yahoo says, don't forget to recycle your old newspapers, and if you can find a way to reuse dirty diapers, please let us know. What do you say when you
Hey,
catch
Pete,
the
what do you think
family
about
dog
my
eating
placard?
the
Pretty
Christmas
cool,
turkey?
eh? Jim, are you still here? We going back to wrestling trivia? Placard's pretty cool. Just see if Jim stuck around or if he moseyed on. We need him. Okay, Jim. All right, Jim. I'll tell you what I got, and you tell me which one you want to do, because I don't think we'll have time for all of these. I'll have to save some for next time. So I got one called Pro Wrestling Dictionary. It's 7 minutes, and it seems like we could probably do it in 3. OBS steals my cursor. I don't have a pointer. Steals it from me. The weirdest thing. It only happens when I'm bouncing between OBS and stuff. Come on. Last two especially. Is that piss and fighting OBS or in a meeting and fighting OBS? This is difficult to do without a pointer. This sucks. Okay, so like I say, Pro Wrestling Dictionary, 7 minutes. All the 44 NWO members get 11 minutes. Uh, all WWE Hall of Fame members, 159 of them in 17 minutes. And that's it. Those three. This is almost impossible to do. Why does this happen? And every once in a while, like this is the first time it's ever stayed away this long. Like normally this has happened before, but normally it comes out. So like I kind of have to guess. NWO gets tricky with the Japan branch. Yeah. Um okay, let's do Pro Wrestling Dictionary and hopefully my freaking mouse cursor comes back at some point in time. All right. It doesn't work in OBS, it doesn't work on uh, Google Chrome. It's crazy. This is impossible to do. Oh my God. I did it. Yay. And now I gotta change this with no frickin' mouse cursor. What is going on with this computer? Ah, why? Why? Impossible to do. This is impossible. I'm managing, but it's tough. Well, it's working. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, unplugging it, plugging it back in. That's not an option right now. I just, it's never stayed gone this long. It always came back. And she's not coming back now. All right. So we're looking at Pro Wrestling Dictionary. Can you name the slang terms used in pro wrestling? Storyline. What's the term? Good guy would be a face, baby face, championship, belt, strap. Guy in charge of storylines would be a booker. And making oneself bleed. Color? No. I don't know what Nanya's on, but yeah. All right, so if you guys can see this, hopefully you can. Um, a failed move would be a botch, non-televised match, dark match. WWE's term for female wrestlers would be divas. Wrestler's bodyguard would be a manager. No. Juice. Yep, juicing, gigging, or blading. And then the juice also qualifies for steroids as a term. Using weapons in a match. Extreme wrestling. Hardcore. And booing from fans would be heat. And a villain would be a heel. Taking a loss would be job. The illusion that pro wrestling is real kayfabe. Mexican style of wrestling is lucha. Insider term for fans would be marks. And missed a couple here. Wrestling's personality and or distinguishing traits. Character? No. Illegal object. Foreign. Foreign object. Yeah. The move a wrestler usually earns is a finisher. Wrestler's bodyguard. Still can't get that. And wrestler's personality. Got 4 minutes here. Bizarre and mysterious wrestlers usually hail from here. Parts unknown. Wrestler actor who poses as a fan. What do we have? Plant? Yeah. Cheering from fans. It's a pop. The real life head of a wrestling company. General term for a wrestling company. Federation. Promotion. Japanese pro wrestling. What's the term for that? Gimmick. Good one. Wrestler's bodyguard. Still don't have that one. A real life double crossing. I don't know what that is either. A shoot? Vince McMahon's term for wrestling. Sports entertainment. A brief match where one wrestler dominates the other. Squash. And a trope. Good try there, B. Mid card to main event is a push. Real life double crossing. Real mat based wrestling. Act as if you were hit by a real move would be sell. A group of allied wrestlers would be a stable or a faction. A structure sometimes erected around a ring to keep interference out. Cage. Hell in a Cell. WWE's term for wrestlers. Superstars. Going from good guy to villain. Or vice versa. Like a swap or a turn. Yeah. Neither a good guy or villain. Tweener? Nice. Female accompaniment. Got a minute 44. Shoot. Squash. Picked up those. Fixed event could apply to wrestling as a whole. Work. Female accompaniment. Manager. Accompanied by. Making the way to the ring. Accompanied by. Okay, come on. We got 7 more. Real mat-based wrestling. The real life head of a wrestling company. Promoter? Got it. Japanese pro wrestling. What do you want to call that? Strong style? Got it. Real life double crossing. What do you call that? Double turn or real mat-based wrestling? Amateur? Oh, shit. Female accompaniment. 5 more. Wrestler's bodyguard. Heavy? Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought we would get it all. Not having a mouse cursor is just the worst. Alright, so Wrestler's Bodyguard is an enforcer. Real life double crossing is a screw job. Oh, man. Real mat-based wrestling, scientific, freestyle, technical, chain wrestler. Any of that would have. Female accompaniment is a valet. Yep, yep, yep. Ugh, kind of screwed that one up. All right, let's do one more, and then I got a video I wanted to show B about our hometown. B, what do you think about that? You want to check out a video of our hometown? So NWO members, we'll have to do that one. Don't have time for the other. And I don't have a mouse cursor, and it sucks. But I'm just going to jump in on this as we're kind of getting short on time. All right, NWO members, let's go. Dennis Rodman, Hulk Hogan, Sting. He's on there twice. Nash, Hall, Bischoff, Eric Bischoff. Um, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have the Japanese wing of NWO here, but as we're moving along, we got Kurt Hennig and Bret Hart. You bet. Goldberg wasn't. Lex Luger. Hmm. Vincent or Virgil. Uh, Disciple, Beefcake, Buddhist Brother Butai. Oh, Horace. Horace Hogan? I gotta put Hogan in. Scott Norton. Good one. Stevie Ray. And JEFFJARRETT. Conan. All right, we got 17 of 44. Ah. Rick Rude. IRS? No, they won't take that. VK Wall Street, right. DiBiase. All right, 21. Still cooking here. I did get Dennis Rodman. Um, so like not LWO, right? That wouldn't Guerrero? No. No Eddie Guerrero. Hmm. Yep. 6. Great Muda. And the Giant, absolutely. And Randy Savage. Where he got Macho Man. Ah. Does Elizabeth pay? Yep, Elizabeth plays. 25. We got 19 more to go. Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes plays. That one's kind of surprising to me. Just trying to imagine all the people in the ring when they come down. All 40 of them come down at once at the same time. You got Scott Norton. Yeah. Mike Awesome in that? Fucking rain's coming down pretty hard over here. Listen to that. What? What next? Yes, Buff Bagwell and Steiner. No Simpy. Wow, it's pouring outside, man. Pouring. Holy Texas. Yeah, Steiner, Bagwell, that's good pulls. 16 more. Booker T. Booker T plays, then Stevie Ray plays. Oh, I already got Stevie. Hmm. Any idea on the Japanese NWO? There's gonna be one that I'm. Oh, Rick Rude? Maybe already called. Bischoff. How about Shitstain? Vince Russo. Not qualified. Big Boss Man. Ah. What was his name in WCW? Big Bubba? Big Bubba, don't play. What the hell? Ric Flair? Nope. Norman Smiley. Damn it. Kidman? Rey Mysterio? No. Uh, Saturn? Benoit? Malenko? Disco Inferno? That'll put some butts in the seat. All right, 14 more. 3.5 minutes. That's right, Disco Inferno. Kevin Sullivan? Psychosis? La Parca. No deals. Jericho? Nick Patrick. Plays. Good one. Good pull. Yeah, that was the most obscure one there, Jim. Good job. Got 14 more, 2.5 minutes. Bobby Heenan? I don't know. I'm kind of tapped. 100 seconds. Tried Riggs, no good. Giant. Who else left and went to WWF? Yeah, we got Disciple on there. I know you can't see it. It's there. One minute. Eng? Any chicks? Medusa? Hmm. David Flair. David Flair plays. Good picks, man. Pulling some out. 13 left, 20 seconds. It's over. Well, I'll be interested to see which ones we missed here. I can't believe I don't have a mouse cursor. That's the weirdest thing. Okay, we missed Big Bubba Rogers, Mashiro Chono, and you bet all the Japanese ones. Tenzin, Kojima, Saito, Akira, Goto, O'Hara, Big Titan, Ron and Don Harris, Shawn Michaels. Oh, in the WWF edition, and Samantha. The Harris brothers. Yeah, yeah. You you did have that one too. Well, if you take out the Japanese ones, that's 7. We got 31 of 37. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Wow. It is impossible to do a stream with no freaking mouse cursor. When I hover over things, they kind of light up? Let's see what I can do here. Can I do this? Yes, yes. Ooh, I'm doing good. I don't need no stinking mouse cursor. I really do. Ah.
Today we're going to start on
Hey, my mouse cursor's back. Hey, hey, hey. It came back just randomly. Oh, look at this. I can do stuff. I can stretch this out. I can do this. You're gonna ask me, Jim, if this is me. It's not. All right. Hopefully the audio's good on this. You guys will have to tell me. Actually, yeah, I probably have it way too high since uh-oh is low. Have to take this back down. All right, B, this is our old town. What side of town did you live on, B? I kind of look like that. Like, you've seen my face before, Jem. I kind of do look like that. I've put my face on this stream before. I think it was just for Jim. Anyway, hopefully the audio's good here, guys. You'll have to tell me.
Dougal Avenue in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And we're going to head north towards the Detroit River.
The mannerisms
If we made a
exactly
U-E right
me, though.
now and headed south on Dougal instead of north, we would enter the 401. Highway 401 originally began as a patchwork of unconnected road segments across southern Ontario that officially received the 401 designation
Look at these shitty
in
roads.
1952. The
I gotta
401
run from
stretches
there.
across 828 kilometers, starting right here in my hometown, ending at the Quebec border. Don't worry, folks, we're still headed to the river. But if you're from Windsor, let's go see the progress of Roseland curling and golf. When I started
Grandma
this
lived on
video,
this
I was
street.
standing in front of the Welcome to Windsor
So
sign
awesome.
on Dougal
We used
Avenue.
to, this is a golf course.
Today
so
it connects to
all
the
the houses
401,
kind of surround the golf
but
course.
originally
And when I
it
was a kid, I
connected
used to be able to go at the end
to
of the
Ontario
property
Highway number
with
3.
a
Following the historic Talbot Trail,
cooler full of ice
the route
and,
was officially
and, pop and
designated as
sell
Highway
pop
3
at
in
the end of the property.
1925. In
It was
the
a pretty good
1800s,
scam I
long
had
before
going
it
there
became a
in my
highway,
younger age.
the route was
Always run the
established by
risk of
Colonel
catching
Thomas
a
Talbot
ball off the
as a
noggin.
settlement trail parallel
A couple
to the
of our
northern
family members
shore
did. 'Cause,
of
I was
Lake
a
Erie.
grandkid. A bunch
Here
of
we are on the
grandkids would just
corner of
go
Kennedy
there.
and McGregor, two great Windsorites from our history. Well, folks, let's see how Roseland Golf and Curling is doing. The last time we were here, it was in the middle of being demolished. And today, a moment of silence.
Still here, B?
She Gone, the Roseland Curling Club, operated as a vital sports
Optimist,
hub
eh?
for
That's dead
45
center of
years
the city.
before officially closing its doors in April 2024. The city of Windsor originally designated the Roseland Golf and
I was the
Curling Club
courier
property
delivery
as a
person
heritage
for
site
many,
under the
many
Ontario
years,
Heritage
so
Act
I could start
in
rifling
2003.
off road
That
names
heritage
and
stood
probably
its
hit
ground
where
for
you
22
lived.
years. In February of 2025, City Council voted 8-3 to remove the heritage designation. That vote cleared the way to demolish the aging building and open the land for a private residential development and a new golf clubhouse. If you've
You
made
ever
it
play
this far in the
the
video,
par 3
my
at
name
the
is Brent.
Roseland?
This is Old Cool Windsor, and I like making
Freaking
videos
awesome. I
about my
birdied every hole
hometown
on that par 3.
of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. If you like learning about this part of the world, please give me a like and hit subscribe. Now, let's continue. We're going to make a left here on Dougal,
Roads are
but before that,
constantly shit
I'm going to
because
show
we get
you some
such a
muscle cars
fluctuation of
that
weather
are having a little show
from
over here in the
freezing,
parking
freezing
lot.
cold to hot,
And
hot,
then
hot.
I want to show you
But
the
somehow
oldest
Michigan's
house
roads are way better than
in
ours.
South Windsor.
They get the same
You know,
deal.
the Heritage
So
Act
what's
is
the
not
deal?
always safe, because heritage
Canada can't do
designation
anything
is not
right.
an unconditional permanent shield.
This
It
used
is
to be
a
a Canadian
regulatory
Tire.
framework, vulnerable to political shifts, economic pressures, and physical decay. As someone who is a fan of the old and the cool in Windsor, Ontario,
Rides.
I say boo when it comes to tearing down the old and the cool. After looking at those muscle cars, when I was a kid, my dad had a 1969 AMC AMX. 8,293 AMXs for 1969 model year were completed. Around 2,000 to 3,000 exist today. In 1969, my dad's friend Brian bought that AMX. In 1973, my dad bought a Volkswagen Beetle. My dad loved that AMX so much that he traded Brian the Beetle for the AMX. My dad was the owner of that vehicle from that day until the mid-90s. He sold it back to Brian because he was in financial trouble. When I was a kid, my dad said, when I was older, I would own that AMX. I do not own that AMX, but maybe one day, if I'm lucky, I will own an AMX. This house on the right was built in 1928. It's the oldest house in all of South Windsor. I made a separate video about that house, but if you don't want to watch that, that historic home at 180 Cabana Road West was built for a grand total of $25,000 at the time, which was a crazy amount of money. It's a Tudor revival showplace intended to spark a late 1920s real estate boom in South Windsor. At the time the house was completed, in the spring of 28, it stood out as an unusually luxurious estate, featuring a distinct red cement circular driveway and 21 shade trees on the property. Today there is no driveway. Today the trees are dying. But you should go
I think I might
check
have been
that video
doubling a
out.
little bit. My microphone
There were supposed to be a million
monitor
fancy
was
schmancy
bumping up
houses
and down and all around. So
in the 1930s around here. But the Great
now
Depression
it's not doing it because
happened.
the noise gate's holding it back.
So the boom
Weird.
started
At least I have a mouse cursor.
in the 1960s.
Again.
This video is 21 minutes long, and we probably did a 2 or 3 minute detour looking at the curling club and that house. When we hit the river, Windsor's over. From the south to the north. 18 minutes. If the traffic is good. If you drive the length of Windsor from east to west, it really doesn't take that long either. Let me know down below. How do you feel about that? If you catch a train, it's over. But if you got good traffic, I don't know. Windsor's not that bad when it comes to cruising. This part of Dougal is pretty nice, but we're headed towards the old Dougal Death Trap. If you're from Windsor, you know all about it.
This is a good one.
No sidewalks, no bike lanes. For years, pedestrians and cyclists attempting to travel between downtown and the south side had to risk walking directly on the narrow edge of a high-speed road along 48,000 daily drivers. Following immense public pressure regarding the safety of the corridor, the city finally eliminated the bottleneck
like 8
in
years
June
old, riding my little
2020
red bike
by
through
building
this
a
little
dedicated
area here. He's gonna
$9.3
point
million
out. It's just a little like
32-meter
beaten
pedestrian
path
and
you can-
cyclist
the-
underpass, along with a multi-use trail. It was seriously no joke trying to go down Dougal. If you're from Windsor, you can attest to this. Once we drive under the overpass, that's when it starts to get real sketchy. And then when you see the train overpass, there was no sidewalks ever. It was a tiny little trail along the side of the road. And every car that went past you, you shook. April 2024, a tragic collision occurred at the intersection of Dougal Avenue
Yeah, watch on the
and
right
the EC
side.
Row
You'll see like
Expressway.
there's
That's right near here.
now they've made this. you
When
see
an
this,
SUV turning
there's like
onto
a
the expressway
bike,
ramp struck an oncoming
marks
motorcycle.
Or like the
The
grass is worn
19-year-old
out from the
motorcyclist
bikes.
passed away from his injuries. Almost exactly a year later, in June of 2025,
Right here, here it comes.
a nearly identical
On the right.
severe crash happened at the
Yeah,
exact
can you
same
imagine?
EC
Like, I'm a
Row
little kid
Expressway
on
on-ramp
the right
intersection.
side here. There should be
If
like
you look to the right,
where
there's
bikes
still no
kinda go. There
sidewalks
it
on
is.
this
You can
street.
see it a little bit.
They're all on the left. But
Yeah,
growing up,
8 years old.
there was F all. In that accident, a southbound motorcycle collided with a turning SUV, leaving a 28-year-old motorcyclist with life-threatening injuries. In January 2020, an adult woman lost her life after being struck by a vehicle while walking in the South Windsor portion of Dougal Avenue. In August 2024, another pedestrian collision at Dougal Avenue and Roseland Drive left a 25-year-old in intensive care. Unfortunately, death is a part of life. It's going to happen to all of us. But at least they're trying to fix up the Dougal death trap. I appreciate that. We started this trip on Dougal, and then now we've merged onto Olette, and we're headed towards Tecumseh Road. Once we get past Eugenie, the overpass on Olette Avenue, officially known as the Jackson Park Railway Overhead, was completed in 1962, and that's what we're climbing up right now. Before this overpass was built, Olette Avenue ended at Tecumseh Road. Drivers navigating Highway 3B traffic had to jog east on Tecumseh Road and then head south down Dougal Avenue. The overpass extended Olette Avenue southward to seamlessly merge directly into Dougal Avenue. I don't know what Jackson Park's reputation is today, but when I was a kid, it held a well-known reputation within the local LGBTQ plus community as a major cruising park and social gathering spot. For decades, specific areas of Jackson Park, especially after dark near the southwest picnic areas and public facilities, served as a discreet social network for local gay men. You know, Windsor has a lot of firsts when it comes to Canada. Like Canada's very first
There you go, Jim.
documented
Come visit.
gay
You'll be right at
bathhouse
home.
raid did
Jackson
indeed take
Park.
place right here on Brant Street near the Glengarry Projects. While the historic 1981 Operation Soap raids in Toronto are more widely known, Windsor's raid occurred nearly 2 decades earlier, 1964. The target, Etna's Steam Bath, located at 563 Brant Street. Windsor police raided the establishment and charged 9 men as found-ins in a common body house. The majority of the men arrested were Americans visiting from Detroit. At the time, a thriving gay community existed where queer people crossed the border to socialize safely away from their home communities. When you look at a map of Ontario, your eyes naturally drift to Toronto, Ottawa, or maybe even Niagara Falls. But Windsor? It sits at the very bottom left. It looks like an afterthought, a literal dead end where Canada stops and Detroit begins. Today, people think of Windsor as just a tough, blue-collar auto town, a place you pass through to cross the border. But that view is completely wrong. Windsor isn't the edge of Canada. Historically, it is the root. This city just didn't witness the birth of Ontario and Canada. It made them possible. If Windsor didn't exist, the map of North America would look completely different today. We might even be looking at the 51st American state. Long before European boots touched this soil, this specific bend in the Detroit River was a geographical jackpot. When the French arrived in the late 1600s, they realized whoever controlled this narrow strait controlled the entire upper Great Lakes. In 1701, Cadillac established Fort Detroit on the north side of the river. But here's the detail people forget. By the mid-1700s, French families started farming the south side. That is modern-day Windsor. This makes Windsor the oldest continuously inhabited European settlement in all of Ontario and west of Montreal. The real turning point for Canada's survival happened right here in 1812. The United States declared war on Britain. Their goal was simple: conquer British North America. Where did they launch their first invasion? Right across the Detroit River, into Sandwichtown. American General William Hull crossed the river and issued a proclamation telling Canadians to surrender or face horror. If the people of Windsor had capitulated, Upper Canada would have fallen like a house of cards. Instead, my hometown became the staging ground for one of the most brilliant military bluffs in history. British General Isaac Brock met right here with Shawnee Chief Tecumseh. They forged a historic alliance.
Chief Tecumseh was
Brock and Tecumseh
badass.
marched their combined forces, including local militia, across the river to attack Fort Detroit. They made their numbers look 3 times larger than they actually were. Hull panicked and surrendered Detroit without the British firing a single major shot. Windsor was the shield for all of Canada. If we didn't hold our ground at the time, there would be no Ontario. Maybe there wouldn't even be a Canada. So why does Windsor get overlooked today? It comes down to a quirk of geography. Because Windsor is tucked away in the deep southwest, literally south of Detroit. It sits outside the Toronto-centric media bubble. When national media thinks of Ontario, they think of the Golden Horseshoe. Windsor feels far away. It gets labeled as just a border town or an industrial relic. But us Windsorites, we know the truth.
I
Look at the
lost
evidence.
I lost my mouse cursor again.
The oldest European settlement, the front line that saved Canada in 1812, the final stop on the Underground Railroad, the cradle of the Canadian auto
Yeah,
industry,
unfortunately, B, that's
and
correct.
labor rights. Windsor isn't where Canada ends. Windsor is where Canada began. Next time you look at a map of the country, don't just look at the middle. Look down at the tip of that peninsula. That's the anchor holding this whole ship together. Right now we're on the corner of Olette and Park. If you enter Windsor, Ontario via the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel, Park Street is the first street your tires will hit when you land in Canada. The key border crossings between Windsor, Ontario and Detroit, Michigan were completed in 1929, 1930, and 2026. The Ambassador Bridge was completed in 1929. 1 year later, the Windsor-Detroit Tunnel was completed, and nearly a century after that, in 2026, the Gordie Howe International Bridge finally opened. Did you know the Ambassador Bridge cost roughly $23.5 million to build, and it took 1 year? The Detroit-Windsor Tunnel cost approximately $23 million, and it took 2 years to build. The Gordie Howe International Bridge cost nearly $6.4 billion, and it took 8 years to complete. Can you see the river up ahead? Don't you love that? I especially love when I see a boat going by.
Well,
it makes me smile.
It's
the Great
400
Canadian flag
kilometers
sits at the
from
foot
Windsor,
of Olette
so
Avenue and
it's
Riverside
fucking
Drive,
far,
right
man.
in Dieppe
When I went there
Gardens.
for a Blue Jays game last year,
Flying
oh my god,
prominently
it was
over
a
the
whole
Detroit
event.
River
Like we had to
shoreline.
leave
It was
at
hoisted
7
into place
a.m.
on May 20th, 2017,
just to try to get
during
there
a
in
community
time.
Ceremony
Game was
coinciding with
7
Windsor's
till like 11.
125th birthday
We hung out for like a half hour
and
and then back
Canada's
for on another 4-hour
150th
ride
anniversary.
down the road.
If you enjoy
It
my
was
videos, please think
all-day
about
event
leaving me
traveling.
a super thanks. That would really help me
There's
a lot.
Detroit.
If you're holding your cell phone in your hand, please hype this video. That really helps the channel. Give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe. I want to thank each and every one of you who have listened this far. I really appreciate it. Somebody commented to me the other day that take care and brush your hair is getting kind of old. Well, I'm old, so get used to it. Thanks for watching Old Cool Windsor, and I really do hope I see you in the next video.
All right, yeah, B, used to live about 100 kilometers away, and it took an hour to drive 10 years ago. The last 10 years, it took like 2 to 3 hours one way. Yeah, Uh, but before I let you go, there was something I came across on YouTube. It was a CTV news piece about a barcade that was in some mall in Ottawa that had just opened up. I was curious if you ever had gotten there. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, it's really cool. Hey, there's Detroit. You just drive downtown all the way, and then bam, you're at the river. The riverfront is really like the best quality of Windsor. I mean, it's like there's not a whole lot going on here in this crappy industrial automotive town, but at least, down at the riverfront, there's some stuff that goes on. They do a pretty you got a lot of barcades in your area there, Jim? You're lucky. I gotta go across that river to Detroit to go to a barcade. We don't have any in this area. Uh Never been to Ottawa, but I've been to other barcades. So you're not in Ottawa proper, you're adjacent, eh? But yeah, there's some mall in Ottawa, and they had uh, yeah, basically an arcade, and you pay one fee. You wear a wristband. You can go screw off in the mall and come back, and go leave and come back, and leave and come back. It's a day pass. So you pay one flat fee, no quarters, no nothing like that. I should open up a barcade in Windsor. I just don't have the technical ability, and what a frustrating set of works to try to maintain arcades and pinballs. Yikes. You've looked into opening one of your own, have you? Um, yeah, Jim. I mean, you got the passion for it, no doubt about it. I know that. You're way up north towards Thunder Bay. Nice. 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 Well, guys, that was really fun. Thank you guys for joining us. And you guys make the streams fun. And I appreciate you. Jim, B, Nunya, and all you other folks. You're all fantastic, man. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And we'll have to do this again soon because this is a lot of fun. And I'm slowly getting better. Got the new placard and stuff, and just having fun, man. This is kind of cool. Like I'm enjoying it. We watched some educational TV, did some trivia, watched an episode of Uh-Oh, watched a little bit of my hometown. Yeah, thanks, Jim. Yeah, and next time we got to go into the pizza aspect of Windsor because Windsor is known for their amazing, amazing pizza. And there's a couple documentaries out on the pizza and the pizza makers and the history of the pizza makers and all that stuff. And it's kind of cool that so many little pizza shops can exist in this small area. And the only reason why is because of the automotive sector and the just expendable cash that you can have, if you work in one of the auto plants or one of the feeder plants or anything like that. $20 for a pizza. I delivered pizza over a decade. Um, and yeah, so like lots of freaking pizza places around here, and they're all freaking fantastic, and they all just have small quirk, but they all follow the same guideline for cheese and dough and everything like that as far as toppings and stuff. Shredded pepperoni. We don't do pepperoni slices. We do shredded pepperoni, which is like the pizza stores that I worked for, they're all like franchises. So we would get the pepperoni and the cheese like sent to us, and the sauce too, for that matter. That was like just ready to go. We didn't have to shred any of the pepperoni or anything, but I did work for another pizza shop, and they did shred their own pepperoni. So you had to push big giant pepperoni sticks into this mill thing, and it would just shred it for you. And same with the cheese too. Yeah, you guys all have a good night, man. I'm heading over to Historic Nerds stream. I'm gonna go catch up with him, and we'll see you guys again, man. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. Take her easy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't trust anyone over 30.